Hello, Jesse here, GPS City. I'm going to show you how to navigate charts in your new GPSMap 600 series. To access the chart screen, just hit Charts, and then we have a bunch of options here. Please note that Mariner's i3D and Fish i3D only show up when you have a vision-enabled card inserted into the unit. Navigation chart, Prospective 3D, and fishing chart are always available when you have a G2 map in the unit. So let's go to navigation chart. In navigation chart, it does show our position right here, which is the boat. We have our port side marked with red and our starboard with green. This line pointing out the front of the boat, that's our direction of travel or indicator line. Any kind of point of interest or hazard that lies along that line, we're on course to intersect. So we're going to want to change course if we have a hazard. Now to navigate the map, it's pretty simple. Just touch the screen, and then we could start panning by using our finger and just dragging. We could zoom in and out using these buttons on the bottom here, the plus and minus. I'm going to zoom way out. And once we're zoomed out far enough, I'm going to pan to the coast where I have some mapping loaded. Okay, let's check out in by Seattle. So we put our cursor or pointer roughly around Seattle, and then we just start to zoom in. As we zoom in, we can adjust the pointer to where we want it. And as we zoom in, of course, more data is going to show up on the screen. We got all the shipping lanes marked in pink. We've got satellite imagery along the coast. And that's really useful when you're entering a harbor, because you'll see what it looks like in the real world and not just a digital chart. Now with this pointer, when it hovers over top of a point of interest or some information, a little bubble will show up telling you what that is. So right here, this is an anchorage area, and I'm over top of that green buoy right now. And if I touch buoy along the right-hand side, it's going to tell me a little bit more about that. Hit back to go back. Then we also have some other options along the right-hand side. We have navigate to, so we can navigate to that point from our current location. We've got create a waypoint, and that's going to create a waypoint right there. We could also measure distance between points. We could get information for services around the area like tide tables and currents. And we have our stop pointing button. That will just get rid of the pointer and the right-hand menus. So if we just hit stop pointing, it disappeared. And I'll just pan the map around just so you can see what kind of data and how it looks like. And of course we could zoom in a bit more. So this is the navigation chart. If we go back to the home menu, and then we go charts, we could also select fishing chart or Prospective 3D. I'm going to select fishing chart. So what you'll notice with fishing chart, it adds a lot more bathymetric lines or underwater contour lines. That way you can see the resolution of banks a lot better. So if you're fishing off a bank, you can see right where it drops off and right where the fish are going to hover around. Plus you'll be able to see other objects in the water that may not be easily seen in a lower resolution. Okay, now if we go back to our home menu, go charts, we can do Prospective 3D, and what that does is it looks behind and above the boat, and these range circles here tell you how far points of interest are from your boat. So anything within this range circle is about 0.1 miles. Within the next range circle, 0.25 miles, 0.5 and 1 mile. That was a quick look at the mapping screen of the GPSMap 600 series.